Ashley was born in Tehran, Iran. In 2001, she, along with her husband and two daughters, fled Iran for Turkey. They lived there for 2 years before moving to the United States in 2003. Ashley was made to leave Iran because she and her family practiced the Baha'i faith. This faith began in 1844 in the Persian and Ottoman empires. The Baha'i believe that the human purpose is to learn, to know, and to love God through such methods as prayer, reflection, and being of service to humanity. Ashley was in college earning her degree and had two young children. They fled their country as religious refugees. With the ultimate goal to come to the United States, they ended up in Turkey for 2 years because the United States would not allow them in following the 9/11 terrorist attacks. On May 12, 2003, they finally moved to Virginia where her husband had family. Ashley did not speak much English at this time, but she was learning. None of her education, including her high school diploma, transferred to the United States. About the people of Iran, she was passionate about how good and kind they are. She explained that the people of her country are well educated, giving, fun-loving, gracious, and joyful. If you visit the house of an Iranian, they will feed you, and you cannot decline the food and drink. This is called taruf. The host will not be comfortable until they have offered and served you refreshments. A tradition in the Iranian culture is to celebrate the Persian New Year. This holiday tends to fall around Easter and Passover in late March. It correlates with the vernal equinox when the sun crosses over the hemisphere. This celebration takes place over 13 days and is spent with family. Families prepare their hafseen, a table full of representations of their hopes and dreams for the coming year. Included in the hafseen are apples to represent beauty, coins for prosperity, garlic for good health, green grasses for rebirth, hyacinth for love, vinegar for patience, and sweet pudding for affluence. Ashley referred to this as praying for a sweet life. Her family's table also includes a goldfish in a bowl, and this represents a good life. Families hafseen. During this 13-day celebration, family gathers daily. The younger generation spends time with their elders to show respect and to gain wisdom. In return, the younger kids are often given gifts of gold coins. On the last day of the celebration, the family will have a picnic outside and will take part in a ritual of ridding themselves of the misfortunes of the year. They will throw the grass from the hafseen into the water, and they will either light a fire or candle and shout, "May my sickly parlor be yours, and your red glow be mine." This is the culminating event for the New Year celebration. About her daughters and how they have blended American and Iranian values together. In Iran, Ashley says family values are much stronger than they are in America. Marriage and family are first and foremost within their culture, and having children out of wedlock is extremely rare and not tolerated. Ashley's oldest daughter, now 27, spent her elementary school days in Tehran and still holds on to the traditions and makes sure that each is celebrated during the year. Her younger daughter, now 21, is much more Americanized, Ashley says. She loves her Americanness and her Iranian heritage, but she sometimes pushes against the traditions from home. For some time now, she had to raise her daughters on her own, beginning shortly after they moved to the US. Her college never transferred her transcripts from Iran to the US, so she is without any diploma or certifications. As a result, she has had difficulty finding work that paid well. She has made do and supported her daughters. Her family, still in Iran and rather wealthy, have been unable to help her. The American sanctions against Iran have made it against the law for them to send her money, to send her any assistance. She has experienced very little hostility from Americans, especially considering she arrived here when we were still recovering from 9/11. Mostly, she says, people have become frustrated with her accent. She speaks clearly, but it's not good enough in her opinion, and she will continue to try to perfect her English. She has a steady job and will begin working towards her GED next month. She said she has goals and desires from when they came to America, but raising her daughters took priority. Now that they're older, she's anxious to work towards her dreams, and that starts with her education.